Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Radium, and today I have another episode of Midas Prodigy for all of you. There's honestly not too much to say. This is going to be quite a difficult episode to record, but I'm really hoping we can make some progress and perhaps even get towards the Devourer of Gods by the end of it. So that should make it really interesting. There's not too much to say, so let's just get into it, honestly. First of all, last time we defeated ourselves, I believe, Cygnus, Providence, and Dragonfolly, which is a good bit of progress to make. But there's a lot I need to do, and I haven't actually made a weapon upgrade since the Moonlord, so I'm starting off with a recommendation I received. I'm going to be making myself the Undyne's Retribution, which is a really nice spell. It shoots these little spears, which linger at the bottom of your screen, and I believe they home onto enemies. So this would have been a really nice spell early on, but I just didn't have time to craft it. However, I believe I can upgrade it to something, if I can find it. Oh, it turns into the Divine Retribution, which looks incredible. Oh, I forgot my unholy cells, I believe. My unholy stuff. And this is going to be, oh god, sorry for the lag spikes, but this is going to be an amazing weapon for us. Truly just going to carry us, really. And that's all there really is to it. Let's see if I can craft it now. There we go, Divine Retribution. Beautiful. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, I can already tell I'm gonna like this spell. This is a much better weapon than anything I've got. And, quite frankly, this is gonna be serving as my weapon for a long while. So, with that said, there's not really too many upgrades I can make at this exact moment, so I'm just gonna start getting into the boss battles. Okay everybody, the first boss I'm going to be doing for this episode is the Brimstone Elemental. Some people don't know this, but after you defeat Providence, various early game bosses get significant buffs to their stats. So we're going to be doing Providence as the first one. This might honestly be something of a difficult fight now, but I'm mainly doing this to get my hands on Bloodstone. I haven't actually built an arena in this world, so that's kind of worrying. But looking at this weapon, it does a lot of damage, needless to say. And these projectiles from the Tarragon armor look really nice. I don't exactly know how much damage they're doing, but they must be doing something. Ow. God. But yeah, I really like this spell. I don't even know what it does necessarily, it just looks great. And it's doing so much damage. This is by far my strongest spell right now. At this moment in time, this is just OP. Although sometimes it does a lot of damage and others it just doesn't do much. It's kind of confusing to use, but I'm not complaining at all because it's shredding. Absolutely destroying the Brimstone Elemental here. Okay, come on. Jesus Christ. Yo, this is insane. I don't know whether I'm going to do all three of the different bosses I can do. Because off the top of my head, the three bosses you can do that get significantly buffed are the Ravager, Calamitous, and the Brimstone Elemental, which we just did. So yeah, I don't really know yet, but let's just see what we get. Okay, first of all, we got that Bloodstone, which is very important. We got it, the Brimrose. Yes, this is a mount I'm going to be using for a lot of bosses. It only goes 62 miles an hour, which isn't incredible. But this is by far my best terms of mobility. It'll allow me to get rid of the Angel Treads and put my Heart of the Elements on there. And then sub the Deific Amulet on for the Elysian Aegis. And additionally, I can kind of use jump borders on it, but it's not worth doing. So this is my optimal mobility, I believe. And additionally, most damage possible. I'm going to do this fight once more to get myself a little more Bloodstone. As this is the only boss I'm extremely confident on, out of Calamitous the Ravager and this. Okay guys, last time, in the previous episode, I tried to defeat the Stormweaver, and it did not go well, so I'm going to give it another go now. I have no idea how it's going to go. I'm using a shield that prevents knockback, just for maximum, like, potency, I guess. I don't really know what the term is, but the goal is to stay as far away as possible, and spam projectiles. And bloody Queen Bee. Hopefully Queen Bee will just die over time. And the main mission is staying ahead of the boss. We might not be doing good damage now, but it will increase over time. And I believe the strat is to go like a zigzag pattern, like this. Because it causes the boss to change direction. Okay, we're going to actually have to turn here. And I messed it up somehow. But we've got all this time to regenerate, luckily, so hopefully we can do so. And this is doing decent damage, so there is a glimmer of hope. It is closing in on us slowly, though, which is kind of a worry. But with a pinch of luck, we should be able to do this. Now, let's see. Yeah, this is not doing damage, but I'm going to save Adrenaline for next phase, if I can. Oh, God, I know this is something of a cheesing method, but I don't know how to approach this fight otherwise. And it's not that important of a battle. Hello? Do you want to damage the boss? Yeah, it's just strange. It doesn't hit some of the time. So this is going to be a bit of a long fight that's very weird. Ah. But he's getting low on health now, so we should be able to activate the second phase, in which I will switch to my last prism. As I personally think that'll be the play. God, he's got so much health. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, no. No. I'm gonna get tagged by the head, aren't I? No. Okay, now it's all about last prism. Yes. Just keep going, just keep going. Doesn't matter if I'm not connecting everything. I'm doing good damage. Come on. 200,000 DPS, come on. Yes. Oh, that's such a scummy method, but I don't even care. We got the storm. This bow is amazing. But just never really going to use it, unfortunately. With that done, though, we get to move on to the two dungeon bosses, the Ceaseless Void and Polterghast, which I'm going to need to build a custom arena for, which is going to take an extremely long time. Okay, guys, we're going to be fighting the Ceaseless Void next. This is a strange fight, but I'm going to use a bit of a weird method for it. I'm going to get to the surface, I think. Which is definitely a strange way of doing it, but it's one I want to do. As I'm much more confident on the surface against this boss, and my dungeon's a bit weird, and I just cannot be bothered to build one for the time being. So I'm just going to do this. I know it's a bit... Oh, no. Okay, let's back off from the dungeon. Let's just focus on getting the Ceaseless Void. We should have this fight. Come on. Yeah, this weapon is way more than good enough for this. And the Brimrose is a pretty good mount for this battle. Although it is starting to lag a bit. Yeah, I'm sorry about the vaguely cheesing method so far, but quite frankly, I'm just going to be honest, this is just too difficult to do these bosses in regular manners. And I feel like doing Defiled Deathmode, you guys would want to see some unique methods. So I'm trying to offer that. Alright, we should have this though. Definitely should have this. And I'm really grateful for this mount, like so grateful. So good. This weapon is still doing great though. And I will be upgrading the weapon soon. But I don't know what to. And come on. Okay, this is the final phase, I believe. Which is really reassuring. Ow. Ow. No, are you serious? What are the chances of that happening? Okay, I believe I have slightly better mobility like this. And then changing direction on the Brimrose. This thing is slightly, like, inaccurate. That's the only downfall to it. Like, literally the only downfall I see. And it barely even is a problem. Oh god, what the hell? This is a strange but really fun fight. Okay, come on, let's get this bread. Nice. Ah, we got a sword mirror blade. That's a really cool sword, I'm not gonna lie. We got the Dark Plasma and the Sentinels of the Devourer. Jesus. Okay, with that, we're allowed to fight the Devourer of Gods now, but obviously enough, I'm gonna want to do Polterghast and the Old Duke first. So this is gonna be quite an action-packed video. Additionally, I forgot to tell you guys, I got some Bloodstone, which is very important. I need to go make myself some Blood Moon medallions, so we can farm out some Blood Moons. And to make this thing, I believe I need Unholy Cores and the Bloodletting Essence, which I both have, as a Mithril Anvil. So I should actually be able to make this now. Yeah, Blood Relic. I'll create 4 of these, and the event isn't anything special, it's literally just a Blood Moon. So I'm probably going to cut to after the fights are done, so I could just show you the end results. Okay guys, I defeated 1 Blood Moon. I didn't do all that much, in all honesty, but I did enough. I've managed to get myself some Bloodstone, so I should be able to make these cores now. Because I've got all the ingredients for it. Unfortunately, I think I've got something of a glitch. Nope, we're good. So 34 Bloodstone Cores. I have no idea what these are used for. I can make the Sanguine Flare as an Ancient Manipulator, and I can also make the Viscera. Both of these weapons look quite good. But I'm thinking the Viscera is the one I want to make, personally. As it just seems like the more versatile option for me. So, yeah, let's go do that. Oh, we can make the Cosmic Worm. Let's go. Oh, there we go. Viscera. I'm going to take the Elemental Ray off. This is, as far as I understand, a life-stealing ray. And I love these kind of weapons. They're great. And extremely usable in most situations. So I'm very happy I've got this and I'm really excited to use it. With that said though, the next boss I have to do, I'm a little bit nervous for because it's Polterghast. A lot of people have problems with this boss as it's just notoriously difficult for players. And I don't really know how I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to spend a while building an arena. It might take me a little bit of time. But no need to worry as I'll cut it out for you guys. And in that case, I'll meet you back when I'm ready to do so. Okay everyone, after a little bit of renovation on my dungeon, I'm ready to do this fight. I'm very excited for this. It's going to be insane. But I've got a very good arena for it at least. Which I'll show you all now. Oh, it's this. Massive box. And I've also additionally crafted myself the Necroplasmic Beacon, which is really nice. It took a long time to do, but I'm pretty much ready and suited up for this fight. Let me just make sure all my accessories are good, and yeah, we should be good to go. Okay. I'm going to guess that the Divine Retribution is my best weapon for this fight, but that's only a guess. Might prove to be wrong. So... yeah, this spell's doing great, honestly. Ow. Wait, is he still getting enraged? Okay, let's stay away from him. Ow. Okay, let's try out the Viscera. Oh, this is a good spell. I like this thing. I really like this thing. Ooh, the Sandstorm in a Bottle provides amazing mobility. Additionally, it's doing about 4,500 DPS, which is not bad considering how high its defense is. And this thing is doing... oh, it's doing a lot more, but that's fine. I can evaluate between the 2 weapons. There's enough time to show both of them off. Ah. I don't know why it's being so irritating. They must have given this boss a revamp. I never remember the aggro being this severe. But the weapon's helping me replenish any significant damage, at least. And I need to remember, for the first time in ages, I have a dash, which is going to prove to be amazing for us. This fight has been quite quick, we've done a lot of damage. Additionally, I don't know why, I just adore this fight. It's so sweet and it's just so fun. I honestly see it as like a perfect representation of what Calamity is meant to be. And I'm going to do it a couple more times as well. One, because I find it enjoyable, and two, because I need a bunch of Ruinous Souls. Like, so many. To make my upgrades for, what's it called? The Devourer of Gods? Mad. Yeah, we have shredded him, Jesus. Okay, I did not expect this thing to be this good. Oh my god. We pretty much killed him. And although it went to a rocky start, I figured out how to do the fight relatively quickly. And that was easy. Jesus. Thank you. Oh god, I've still got these phantom spirits on me though. There we go. Jeez, what a fun fight. Okay everyone, I've been farming out a lot. With the help of Lawai AFK and Alchemist NPC. There were a bunch of different NPCs in the game which allows me to buy these materials. So luckily for me, for the small cost of about 100 platinum, I could get myself the Dark Plasma, the Phantoplasm, the Ruinous Souls and the Bloodstone Cores, as well as a bunch of miscellaneous items. So I can craft myself a new armor set and 2 weapons. For a start, I'm going to make myself the Phantasmal Fury. I've heard some amazing things about this weapon and I'm really excited to try it. And I believe there's one more. There should be. I might be missing something, but I should be able to make an upgrade to the last prism. Okay guys, I defeated Providence, and I'm ready to make myself these final upgrades. Firstly, obviously enough, I'm going to make myself the Dark Spark. Oh, and Demonic, Jesus. That is beautiful, and oh my god. Bro, this thing is crazy. So it is like the last prism, but I guess backwards. And the final upgrade I need to do is the Blood Flare armor, which should be pretty significant. I believe you get less defense, but amazing life regen, and more damage. Yeah, that's correct. Oh, you get more defense as well. Perfect. So this is overall just an absolute win. Okay everybody, this is once again post-editing Radium speaking to you. Obviously enough, this boss was absolutely horrible to do. This took me a lot of tries, about an hour of failed attempts. And the boss is just a nightmare without wings. You don't really think about it all that much. But when you're not using wings, you're like losing the vast majority of your standardized mobility. And that definitely applies here in this fight. Honestly, the first phase was not that bad. I could deal with this. The Dark Spark was a brilliant weapon for the Cosmic Devourer, but at the same time, the Phantasmal Fury was more than capable of taking them out. I do evaluate between the 2 weapons, and I didn't want to use the Phantasmal Fury because it makes the game lag a little bit, but in the end I had no choice because the damage output is just so much better than the Dark Spark for this fight. At least on the main Devourer of Gods. Another thing I'd have to say is that the only issue was the final phase. This may sound dumb, but I learnt the first phase very quickly. I died once and then just steamrolled the rest of it. But then just couldn't make it through that final bit. It was really irritating, but you can't really do anything. And it's just the definition of torture. Or insanity, more like. Just repeating the same fight and expecting a different outcome. And eventually it did happen. It's just, I'm really happy I don't have to do this fight again, because I can just buy the treasure bags. Thanks to Alchemist NPC at least. Anyways, let's talk about the Sentinels of the Scourge. The Ceaseless Void is first. They're all significantly debuffed, or like weakened for this fight. And obviously enough, the Ceaseless Void falls extremely easily. I'd say this boss honestly caused me a little bit of trouble when it was at its full power. But here it was just weakened beyond belief. and I took it down without even really thinking about it. Next up is the Stormweaver. Whereas I had problems last time, the Phantasmal Fury allows me to decimate the first phase, and the Darkspark annihilates the second for me. And very quickly the boss is already down. Lastly, Cygnus is the final boss you have to do in terms of the servants. You jump around the boss. The best way I find for avoiding it is doing ovals, or like circles, and then doing a figure 8. This just allows you to dodge the small beams he fires. And additionally, for when he activates this phase, it does get a little bit tricky sometimes. But if you have a dash, then you should be able to avoid it easily enough. Lastly, you have the final phase. This is where 99% of the problems you could have with this fight come into fruition. He has the ability to one-shot you, and he's absolutely massive. And since I'm not using the Seraph Tracers, it's a lot more difficult to dash past the head. And every time he passes you, you either have to gamble and pray that he doesn't instantly kill you, because sometimes, no matter how fast you are, he just can choose to kill you. It's really unfortunate, but you can't really do much about it. Or you use the Rod of Discord, which you most likely won't be able to spam all that much. Anyways, here comes the main problem of this fight for me, dodging those lasers. Because I need a lot of jump height, it's kind of a difficult thing to manage, because I need my mobility vertically, as jumping is 99.9% of it for me. But at the same time, it makes the laser barrage so much more difficult to dodge. So much more difficult. That's why you hear the spamming is just unreal. It's just so difficult to manage. And on top of avoiding projectiles and that boss's insta-kill head, it does just become really overwhelming. And knowing when to use the Rod of Discord and not to use it, you know, taking those gambles, knowing when to take hits, that's all what makes this fight just so difficult, and all of it adding up together makes this my favourite fight in Calamity. And despite being considered BS, I think it's a perfectly fair and well designed battle. Regardless to say, I'm going to turn up the music now and just let you enjoy the remainder of this battle. Thank you guys. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh my god, that was such a smooth attempt. Oh, we even got the Fab Soul. And a Death Hail Staff. Oh my god, yes. I accidentally killed the Lunatic Cultist, but we actually did it. We did Deathmode, Defiled, Devourer of Gods. Oh my god. I had to turn the music off, by the way. Because for some reason the Luna sound was playing over the Devourer of Gods music, so I'll just put the music in via MP3. But that was such a fun fight. I know it took me about maybe an hour. I think I had 17 attempts. And it was really, really difficult, but that was just so fun and enjoyable. Now we've got an amazing mount, access to some new amazing materials, and I'm so excited to get in for next time. On that incredible note, though, I think I should end it there, honestly. I can recall, I think I've done like 4 bosses today. Obviously enough failing the old Duke. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, then feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.